Aloha, my name is Robin Brandt, and I'm the project director for Hooikaika, a peer mentoring project for folks with traumatic brain injury. We're very fortunate to have two individuals who've sustained traumatic brain injury who are volunteers of the project here this evening to talk about their lives before and after the traumatic brain injury and their hopes and dreams for the future. So this is
Milton Takara.
Thank you.
Megumi Berzinski.
All right, thanks. Before we get started to having our folks talk a little bit, we want to give you some basic information about traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is a lot more common than people think. It's a pretty democratic kind of brain injury. It can happen at any time during a person's life. And a project is for folks who sustained a traumatic brain injury after the age of 21 when other types of services may not be available for them. We've got a slide we'd like to show you with some basic information about traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is a blow to the head, and it could be either penetrating or not penetrating. We can see here that emergency room visits and hospitalizations number about 8,000 people a year here in Hawaii, which is oftentimes surprising. It's an increasing trend. Over time, we see more people sustaining brain injuries and probably surviving from them because our medical care system is much better than it was, say, 20 years ago. The high-risk groups are infants under the age of 4. You might think of infants who have shaken baby syndrome, ages 16 to 21, young folks who are maybe taking a few more risks, and folks who are 75 years and older. One of the most common reasons for a brain injury are falls. And one of the other major factors are automobile crashes or traffic crashes. It happens more often for men. About 61% of folks in the most recent year have a brain injury compared to about 39% females. And for some reason, Maui and Hawaii counties tend to have more per population than the other islands. So thanks for sharing that. This evening we have a number of questions we're going to ask our guests, and they're going to tell us about their lives, and we're so happy to have you here. It's great that you're willing to share this. This is a hidden disability, and sometimes people don't want to talk about it, and that makes it even more mysterious, I think. So Megumi, maybe you'd like to start off and tell us how long ago it was that you acquired a TBI.
Yes, 2.5 years ago, I was hit by a bus when I was walking crossing street near my office, and I was taken by ambulance in critical condition, and my skull, this part, was fractured, and according to the CT scan, the brain was swelling and bleeding. And later, some of my doctors told me that some part of my brain got damaged and died.
All right. That, and it probably took a while for you to recover too.
Yes. I stayed in the hospital 6 days. Then I could go home, but I couldn't work for 3 months.
Wow. Did you suffer any memory loss?
Yes, I lost 4-day memories totally. The 2 days before the accident and 2 days after the accident. So I don't remember anything about the accident.
Okay. Milton, how did you sustain your brain injury?
On a moped, about a block away from my house. This man was drinking and driving. Hit my moped on 8th and Harding, and then I was in a coma for 3 months, at Queens Hospital. And I don't remember anything what happened to me at all. So I have a really short-term memory after the accident. So,
Melton, I think you told us that you had a second traumatic brain injury
yes,
too,
about
right?
4 years ago, this lady on her cellular phone hit my dad's car, totaled the car, back to therapy again.
So you were riding in the car
Yes.
when it was hit?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not unusual for folks with a brain injury, once they sustain one, to sustain another one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good example
Yes.
of that particular thing. How did your life change after you had sustained your brain injury?
Okay. Several symptoms came suddenly, so I was so shocked, and I had a short-term memory problem and concentrating difficulty problem and organizing problem. So I used to be before the accident, I used to be a multitasker person. So I could do many things in one time with doing something else. But now I have to do one by one, and every time I have to review a couple times. So it takes longer, much longer time to finish.
Does that become frustrating sometimes?
Yes, and it's and I spend more energy, like a double energy than before. So every day I get so tired.
That's a common symptom of traumatic brain injury too, isn't it? That feeling tired. And I don't know if it's from the stress of having to try and do everything and comparing yourself with how you did things before or how easy or hard it is now.
Yes. So I felt, at first I didn't understand what happened to me, so I just felt that I'm just getting lazy. Because it's easy to get tired. It's easy. I always sit down and do anything. So
You need that little rest break.
yes.
It's a good point. How about you, Milton? How did things change for you?
It changed quite a bit. One thing, I can't smell now. I can taste, but I can't smell anything. So my main concern was the fire.
What will you do if there's a fire? You can't smell the smoke.
Yeah. Or gas. So.
Or gas. So you can't always tell if you're exposed to things that might be harmful for you.
Dangerous.
Oh boy. Anything else?
My walking. With the fire, I can't run after get out of the house. So I have to take my time getting down the stairs and getting out of the house.
So how does it feel when you have to rush someplace?
Very unstable because you're like overexerting yourself to try to run down the stairs, but it's quite dangerous. So like, okay, I have to try my best. I have to take things, walk slowly but at faster pace. Don't jump the gun. You're gonna get hurt that way.
You mentioned your eyesight got a little worse too.
I always have to get new lenses or new contacts. Quite often. It's quite
I had eye problems too, so I needed to change my glasses just after the accident.
How about emotionally? Did things change for you emotionally? Milton, you had something you wanted to share?
Yes. After coming home from the hospital, walking around there, this anger, just trying to, people say, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, I can do it. Takes my time slowly, but surely I can do it, but not as fast as before. Like, boom, before it snaps. Oh, it's done. Not anymore. I have to calm myself down, saying, do it slowly, Milton. You can do it. Don't push yourself too hard. You're gonna screw everything up again.
I think that echoes what Megumi was saying,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Don't
Yes.
rush. Take your time. It's not like you're on a race, so you have to calm yourself down. Saying, take it step by step. Don't jump the gun.
Absolutely. Well, what are some of the challenges of living with a traumatic brain injury?
Tiresome.
Tiresome.
Yes, you get tired faster. Like before, you're like, oh, I can do this, and this. But this, you gotta rest, take a break. This, take a break, because you can't push yourself too hard. You get tired faster. You have to pace yourself at a slower pace.
Okay. And how about confidence? Is that an issue for you?
Yes. As I told you before, but before the accident, I could do anything. I could better anything, but it's easy to forget small things, so it takes longer. And some of my friends and coworkers, even my mother in Japan, said that, Megumi, you got better, and you came back. So congratulations, Megumi, you got better, no problem. But I myself understand that I'm different. I'm different from before. Then whenever I said that it's easy to forget everything, then they said that I have same problem, no problem, don't worry, aging is like that, so don't worry. But I don't want to compare with other people. I'm thinking about myself before the accident, after the accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it suddenly happened.
Yes. It's I don't know, did you feel robbed? I think we also, I remember you telling me that there's some hearing problems you've experienced since your brain injury.
Yes. Any sounds is so louder than before. So I used to be a karaoke lover. I like any kind of music. I needed music anytime around me. But now I don't want to hear anything. So silence is the most beautiful sound for me now. It's really a sad thing.
So you feel like you've lost something.
Yes.
And Milton, you mentioned that you feel stressed and anxious sometimes. Is that true?
Yes. Then I get annoyed when I get stressed out and angry. So like, ooh, it's just so. I don't know how to blow my temper sometimes. Like, what can I do to calm myself down? And it's just like, oh, ooh, just get so aggravated. Like, I just have to just kick back, walk around, and just blow my temper by just walking and just calm my body down. Saying, you can't do everything yourself, Milton. You have to just take a break after break after break, and just let things go. You can't do everything yourself anymore.
That true?